Alrighty, how we doing, everybody? Welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. I have, or will be, posting a decent sized video on my other channel, MacBean Farms, Prepping, and Wildlife. Try to keep my political ones on that channel and keep this one more upbeat, knowing we need to have more positive, upbeat creations out there. So, let's talk about fitness. Talk about pop music. Talk about. So today is Friday, and just went shopping, which I'll cover that in a shorter video. What's nice is I have such a deep pantry that usually when I'm shopping for your reusables, I'll call them. What are reusables? Things that you're going to consume quickly and really cannot be stored for long periods of time. Your milk, eggs, cheeses, which you can freeze the cheeses, and I did buy them a little bit heavier because they had a good deal on them. Butter, which you can also freeze. Chicken, something for, I think I want to make a chicken stew. So not a chicken soup, but a chicken stew. And the reason I say stew is because I start them out as a soup, and then I tend to thicken them up a little bit. But it'll be, look about you. It'll be a good meal to do in the crock pot. I have fresh potatoes. I have chicken breast. I have chicken stock in various forms. And it's really something I can start early than usual and then add some of the other veggies that cook rather quickly at a later time. Coming up with these ideas at the last moment, sometimes don't work out so well. But what I'll do is I'll try to make another stop and pick up some celery and carrots, because that's generally what I put in them. We may have carrots at the house. I know we don't have celery. And those are those ones that don't last long. What do I have from the garden? I have green peppers, I have jalapenos, I have tomatoes, and I have the potatoes. Well, for like a chicken soup, generally potatoes are probably the only one I use. Although if I do find a recipe that uses tomatoes, I might do that also. But on today's cooking channel, it's going to be BLTs. Now, unfortunately, I had to buy some store-bought bacon because we have yet to make it to the Hy-Vee, which I do believe is going to be our plan for Saturday. Alright, so started out this morning about 9 o'clock. Wife called me from the school, and I'm thinking, oh no, that's a Hollow World events going on, and then why am I getting a call at 9 o'clock in the morning from the school? But it was because she broke her shoe. So I had to bring her out another pair of shoes. So we're going to talk about the importance of having a spare set of shoes in the vehicle. I kind of called that go bag. Well, sometimes that go bag can just be where I'm at bag. So I'm thinking probably should have a pair of boots in the car. So in case I ever get broke down and I have to hike and it's bad weather, I'm not hiking in sneakers. Because if it's snowing slushy, it's not good. So note to self, get the go bag back in the car. Because I live so close to where I work now, that wasn't always the case. I have removed it. Now I'm going to have to go through it, and I'm going to have to lighten the load, because it was packed for, I was going to be 60 miles away from home. So obviously I had a lot more stuff in that bag for a 60-mile trip, and now I'm only 12 miles. I don't need the same things. I don't need the redundancy of what I had in that bag. So I can definitely lighten the load, which is good because it was pretty heavy. So, I mean, I don't need meals for, I had, instant meals for like 5 or 6 days. I had fire making stuff. I had ability to cook. I had shelter, blankets, tents, tarps, steaks. I had lights, extra batteries. I had things for security. All that's sitting in that bag. All those things I will need far less of. So what I will probably do is probably put together a different bag. Because then when I do go on far trips, I might need those things. But I think it's one of those things where I can go through and I can start eliminating things. And I'll do a video on that for my prepping channel. Won't be today though. Fitness-wise, I'm going to do some exercises out in the yard. I'm going to do some exercises in the house. I just didn't feel like going to the gym today. I made a couple drives around the school, making sure everything is safe. And I wanted to stay closer to where the wife was. I was going to drive out to Shorewood, but that would put me over 60 miles away from both the house and where the wife works. So I stayed closer. Possibly I'll hit the gym maybe on Sunday. So sometimes you are going to have interruptions, and what you do is you find other things to do to get your exercise in. Because the weather is rainy, I didn't get my walk in, but it doesn't mean I won't exercise. I will find a way, and most likely what I'll do is I'll do some curls, and some push-ups, some pull-ups, around the house as I'm kind of playing around. Might even do something during my cooking stream. Well, it's like 11:13. I'll be home probably around 11:30ish. Start to show at noon like usual, and go from there. Usually finish up about 1 o'clock, and then it's like time to kind of get myself mentally prepared for work. So I just got BLTs, and then I think I'm going to prep for the chicken soup. Actually, I could probably make the chicken soup and it'll be ready for the wife for dinner. I am a little upset she didn't eat the squash I made, so we'll probably reserve the cooking of squash on the weekends when we're both home. But yeah, I think the crock pot's out there. I got the chicken, I got the potatoes. If there's carrots, I think that'll be good enough. And then I can just tell her to throw some pasta in later on. So I'll make like a chicken and potato soup. I do have those Bear Creek soup mixes, which is great for just getting the party started. And they do make a lot of soup, probably more than what the crock pot can make. Well, I'll try to put that together as I go along. So remember, even on days you can't go to the gym, find things to do around the house, keep yourself active. I'll make those little short videos and get those posted later on this afternoon. I can still have another full day of work. Hopefully not so much loading, but maybe just unloading. I really don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. And we shall go from there. So everybody remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, have fun, be flexible. Change your plans as things change your plans. But always get that exercise in some form. And remember, set easy to attain goals and give yourself more time to reach them.